Sit up straight for a second. Sleep, 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 sleep. At the count of five, the man who had the worst smell in the world, at the count of five is going to have the best smell in the whole wide world. This smell is going to drive you out. You love, 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 love the smell, and the closer you get to one, the better it smells. At the count of five, 1, 2, 3, 5. Up, eyes wide open. Melissa! Come back to me, dear. Come on up here. I'm going to try to help you. I'm going to really come here, Melissa. I'm going to try to help you. In fact, if you sit there, I'm going to try to motivate you. I really am.
Find my shoe?
To find your shoe. I'm going to try to do my best to motivate you. Why don't you have a seat right there? Just for a second. Now, Melissa, look at me for a second. Let's you and I together. Now, think about this. Do you have any idea at all where your shoe is? Think about it. Look straight at me. Do you have any idea at all?
No.
Well, these people out here seem to think that money look at me. Look at me. They seem to think they seem to think that money motivates people. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you $50 if you can find your shoe. How's that sound? $50. Look at me. I'll make it 100. You're a nice lady, so I'll make it 100. $200. $200. Tell you what.
$250.
What's that?
$250.
I'll make it $1,000.
$3,000.
No, well, hold on here. I'll give you $1,000 and all you gotta do is find the shoe. How's that sound? It's up here somewhere. I'm cheap. I'm not cheap. $1,000. I'm not cheap.
You're cheap.
$1,000 just to find your shoe. I would hardly call that cheap. Sit, Melissa. Come back here. I'm gonna take. Well, come here. Whoa. Melissa, here, I need you here for just a second because you're really helping me illustrate a point, and I'll tell you, and the group will acknowledge, her shoe is within 1 foot of this chair. Isn't that true? If you come and sit here, Melissa, come here. Melissa, if you sit here, no, you think it's over there? No, it's not over there, I swear. Come and sit here. I thought you were thirsty, man. No, sit here. Melissa, please. I'm running out of time, dear. I gotta have you sit here for a second. Just for a second.
You probably stole it.
Now, Melissa, I'll tell you what. You sit there. Don't get up out of that chair. As a matter of fact, Melissa, you are stuck like super glue to that chair. Whew. Hey, Melissa, look at me. Last chance, $1,000 to find the shoe. Last
10,000?
3,000.
Somebody help me.
Look at me, Melissa. Look at me, Melissa. We're going to take the bet away. No more bet. But just watch me for a second. Eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. Now look and see if you can find your shoe. I'll give you $100. You take a drink. I'll give you $500. You take a drink. $500. All you got to do is take a drink. Anything? Is it better over here? Much better? Much better? Sure. Hey, are you guys hypnotized? Who up here thinks they're not hypnotized? Would you scoot your chair just a little bit closer? Who thinks they're not hypnotized? You don't think you're hypnotized? Really? Do you know what this is by any chance?
2 fingers.
It looks like 2 fingers. It's a sleep gun. It's not a gun that can hurt you or anything. It's a sleep gun. But you know what I'm going to do, Melissa? I'm going to shoot that wall over there. It's going to ricochet off that wall, hit the back wall, ricochet off that wall. It's going to come straight at you and put you right to sleep. But you don't believe that, do you? No, I didn't think so. If you watch it, you'll see it. Ready? Watch. Follow it. Okay. How y'all doing? Everybody doing okay? Sleep. Give these folks a round of applause. That's amazing. Woo! Melissa ate up a bunch of my time. Let me explain what it is you just saw. A couple things. First of all, if money truly motivates people, there would be no call reluctance, no fear of asking for the sale. You'd all be doing what it takes to make a lot of money. Quite obviously, money is a motivator, but it's not nearly as powerfully motivating as most people have been led to believe. What you saw Melissa experience here is technically known as a negative hallucination, not seeing something that's pretty much right before your very eyes. How many times do you do the same thing when it comes to business? Maybe you don't like working on the telephone or returning phone calls, so you sit down at your desk and you see the empty coffee cup, you see the pamphlets or the newspapers, and mentally you look right through the telephone. Just scan right over it like it's not even there. If you're not focused on asking for referrals, or if you're not focused on alternate lines of business, you'll sit down, have an hour-long meeting with a client perhaps, and never even think about asking that client for referrals. You simply wipe it out of your mind. And if you can't find something, if you're focused on something, the answer to your problem could be literally right before your very eyes. You won't see it if you're not focused on it.